Zoeann Murphy, Kevin Schaul, and Anthony Faiola of the Washington Post.
It's such an honor to stand here in front of so many inspiring journalists, alongside my incredible colleagues, Anthony Faiola and Kevin Schaul. The idea for Raising Barriers began as the presidential election was heating up. A call for a wall on our southern border was becoming increasingly important in the election. A remarkable leader at the Post, Kat Downs, who at that time was director of graphics, and her deputy, Sam Granados, pitched an ambitious multimedia approach to exploring how the border wall debate fit into the larger global context. Working with Micah Gelman, director of video, and our foreign editor, Doug Gell, they put together a team of journalists who each specialized in a different medium: film, design, coding, and writing. This collaboration between technologies and newsroom desks, which was established at the very beginning of the project, allowed for a dynamic, creative process. Each team member played a vital role. While I filmed, Anthony Faiola, with his beautiful writing and expertise on globalization, brought crucial context and analysis. I met Tony on the Greek-Macedonian border in the makeshift Idomeni refugee camp. We were filming a group of children who had made their own video cameras out of cardboard. These kids were so used to being filmed that they pretended to be journalists themselves. That moment with those kids drove home that our responsibility was not just to cover this, because it was clearly being well covered, but to give our audiences a deeper understanding. Raising Barriers brought us to walls, razor wire fences, and militarized zones around the world, where we heard unforgettable stories of horror, heroism, survival, fear, and hope. We talked to people living on both sides of the walls and many sides of the issues. We interviewed refugees and migrants fleeing for their lives and those worried about the dangers of uncontrolled migration. It was Kevin Schaul and Sam Granados who tied all these stories together in an elegant online presentation. They built an interactive that brought out the best in each storytelling approach, allowing video, maps, graphics, and text to flow together in a powerful way. For me, filming this project was one of those experiences where you're doing exactly what you're meant to do. The scenes we witnessed were so intense that I filmed nonstop, so I'm very grateful for senior producer Rima Kad's brilliant editing on the project. Collaboration like this is one of the most fulfilling things about working at the Washington Post. I'm proud that we had the support of our executive editor, Marty Barron, as well as managing editors Emilio Garcia Ruiz, Cameron Barr, and Tracy Grant. Leaders who clearly see the vision for this kind of deep dive journalism and then create the space and time to make it possible. Thank you so much for everyone who watched Raising Barriers, and thank you to the National Press Foundation for this wonderful award.